Hey everyone, welcome to Grace Over Guilt. I'm Dan Kaufman. Fridays are my moment episodes, shorter stories from my time in jail that taught me something I didn't expect to learn. Today's story is about a hairnet and a beard guard, and how sometimes the smallest things reveal the biggest truths about who we are. So earlier this year, I worked in the jail kitchen for about 5 months. Now, if you've never been incarcerated, you might not know this, but working in the kitchen is actually a good gig. You get out of your cell more, which isn't really a cell. You live in a pod, you have the lowest class, and the correctional officers treat you way better. You get more food. I was about to say better food. LOL. Double portions at every meal, and usually you can grab leftovers if you ask the kitchen manager nicely. And most importantly, you get time credited off your sentence. That last part is huge. Every day you work in the kitchen, you're getting closer to going home. It's not complicated math. You work, you get out faster. Simple. So you'd think everyone would want to work there, right? And you'd think the guys who got the job would do everything they could to keep it. You'd be wrong. I'll never forget this one day. Two guys walked out and quit. Same day. Not because of anything serious, not because they were being mistreated or the work was too hard. No. The reasons were, well, let me just tell you. The first guy quit because he didn't want to work next to another inmate. Didn't like the guy. Some personal beef, I guess. So, rather than spend 8 hours near someone he had a problem with, 8 hours that would have gotten him closer to freedom, he walked out. Back to his cell. Back to serving his full sentence. The second guy, this one really got me. He quit because he didn't want to wear a hairnet and a beard guard. That was it. That was the hill he chose to die on. He'd rather do more time than put on a hairnet for a few hours a day. I remember standing there watching these guys leave thinking, are you serious right now? You're giving up time off your sentence because of a hairnet? Here's what I learned from that moment. We all have our hairnets. We all have these small things that we make into big things. Inconveniences that we elevate into injustices. Minor discomforts that we treat like they're deal breakers. And when we do that, when we let the small stuff become the big stuff, we end up sabotaging ourselves. We end up choosing pride over progress. We end up staying in our metaphorical jail cells longer than we have to, all because we refuse to put on the hairnet. I'm not saying we should tolerate everything. I'm not saying we should never stand up for ourselves. But there's a difference between standing up for something that matters and throwing away an opportunity because our ego got bruised. Those two guys? They made a choice. They chose momentary pride over long-term freedom. And I think a lot of us do that in our own lives. We quit the job because we didn't like a coworker. We walked away from the relationship because we didn't want to compromise on something minor. We gave up on the goal because the process felt undignified. I don't know where those guys are now. I hope they're okay. I hope they eventually figured out that a hairnet isn't worth extra time in jail. But that moment stuck with me. And now, whenever I'm faced with something that feels annoying or inconvenient or beneath me, I try to ask myself, is this my hairnet? Am I about to sabotage something important because of something small? Sometimes the answer is yes, and when it is, I put on the damn hairnet. Grace over guilt. I'll see you on Monday.